future of urban mobility is digital and it's connectivity. Connectivity is here right now. The mobility landscape is changing and there has been quite a lot of hype and there remains quite a lot of hype out there.
For me, the mobility in cities will change massively over the next few years. And it's very depending on the geography and the setup of the city layout, which will make a difference. I think at the moment we still see that cities have often been built for transportation of the past, but looking ahead, this is not sustainable. And so I think we need to work together, which is like OEMs, but also city developers, data scientists, energy providers, to find new solutions for urban mobility of the future.
In terms of enabling MaaS, cities need to invest in providing a clear digital framework and also support regulation. The city of Helsinki is one that could be considered a model for MaaS really, because they're one of the few cities that have mandated open data sharing amongst all transport as well as mobility operators, and that really is helping MaaS pick up very rapidly.
Uber, for instance, and all the other taxi apps, and a lot of what we do in the city today is enabled by that connectivity. Inevitably 5G will come along. Again, that will change people's perceptions of how cities work. And we have to remember much of the traffic management systems we have in place today were designed before the mobile phone came out. So that's something that we have to consider going forward.
The city will only change if we are in a position to optimize city infrastructure and layout. To achieve an integrated ecosystem for urban mobility of the future, we need to integrate a lot of information. And if we all combine that data in a different way, we can solve a lot of the problems of today.
The Smart City Mobility Tracker is a proprietary piece of research which Frost has developed. We've looked at about 100 smart cities globally, and within each of the smart cities looked at 150 data parameters. Now, our objective was to map out what the transport landscape looks like, understand uptake of new mobility solutions, and understand the push from the city as well and how that's going to shape the transport and mobility vision in the future. The second thing that is quite unique about the tracker is that it can help the private sector. It can help them really understand where their market opportunity really lies at a city level.
Smart cities are not enough. We should say that smart cities are also livable cities. And I think sometimes that the smart city question is very strongly limited to data, to integration of devices, integration of traffic flows. But we should start with how people like to live. So what I would love is more a livable city, and then the smart is the enabler for it, instead of only having a smart city.